encourage, or what we encourage, is for guys to come back on campus the second block of summer, which is, again, you'll have the hard dates in there, June 10th, quote me on this, June 10th to late June, early July, all right? They can take one class that I pay for. It's either a first aid class or a coaching class. It's every day, it's an hour. They live on campus in a room that has a kitchenette set, they'll have roommates, all that stuff. We call it a soft start. They're in one class, they're with the strength coach, they're out there doing 7-on-7 together, O-line, D-line working together, they're on campus in one class, getting an A, right? One thing that's the only hiccup on this thing, the cafeteria's not open. There's not enough people here on campus to have the whole cafeteria open. So that's why they give you a kitchenette, that's why you bring food, and you basically, guys would live here Monday through Friday for a whole month. So that's how that works. The cool thing is, they used to only do it if you're in a class, freshman, like you incoming freshmen, put you in that class, you're good to go. What they used to do is make upperclassmen have to take a class too. Well, Jalen Hinton has a 3.8 GPA, maybe he doesn't want to take a summer class. That's cool. They've done away with that rule. You don't have to take a class if you're an upperclassman, but you still have to pay the going rate of the dorm, which is $500 for that block. $500 for that. I take care of the class freshmen. Upperclassmen, don't take a class. If you want to live here for $500, you can, and work out. Camaraderie, teamwork, getting to feel a campus, getting to know each other, getting to know the strength coach. We can't coach them actively. We can't call plays. We can't be out there and field with them. But the upperclassmen, and they're getting to know each other. So let me pause there real quick. I said really fast. What kind of questions do you have about summer? Yes?
Do they have to go on campus?
They do not.
Okay.
They do not, yes.
And then what if, like, this move-in date is prior to our high school graduation?
Yes, we will work through admissions on that. That's a tough one. And that block happened 2 weeks later last year, so it wasn't an issue. Reach out to me about that. We'll talk that out. But that is unique, and we're aware of that. We'll have to work with admissions because yes, to be actually enrolled in that class, they need proof for graduation. We will work through that. That's a good question. Other questions on the other hand? Summer? Do you have to do it? No. Do I recommend it? I do. Parents, hear me on this. $500. That's kind of a pain in the butt. No cafeteria. That's kind of a pain in the butt. It's hard for them in the fall. This is a great opportunity. And they come home. They're coming home. Have them come home on weekends. They can stay in the weekends too. But I'm saying that's just perfect. It's 5 days. They're in a class. They're lifting. They're running. They get to know each other. They come back on the weekends and still get to be a high school kid on weekends. And it helps them. So the first time they come in August, it's not a shock to their system of wow, what is this? Okay? So I'll move on from summer, but that's kind of what it looks like. There's those two classes that I can pay for. Is either CPR or coaching responsibilities. Some guys want to move on toward graduation. If you want to take a chemistry class, whatever they offer, you can. I'm leery of that because not for high academic guys, but for low academic guys, I get leery of that. The tutors aren't here. You know, there might be 2 people in your class. Maybe it's online. I just get leery of a big time biology class in the summer. If that makes sense. But whatever is offered, you can take. Yes. Question? Yes.
So we have a vacation. We won't be back until the 14th of June. Could you come after that?
He can work with me on that. Email me that. Again, the unique situations on because not everybody has that. I can work with you on that.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
This could be in the packet because I walked in a little bit late, but are you gonna send more information about how we register, say that yes, he's coming?
Yes, but
Okay.
what we'll end up doing is, you know, after we get through today, my focus shifts from this team to this team, and you'll be hearing from us like what's your plan, what do you want to do?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Coach, did you say you were only paying for the freshmen, or?
Only pay for the freshmen.
Okay.
I do it for the class.
For the class.
And the reason why is because I recommend upperclassmen don't take a class unless they have to. You can, but again, why are you taking a class in summer? It's just because you're trying to hurry up to graduate, maybe start master's classes. I get that, but that's on you, not on me. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So can upperclassmen be involved in the workout?
They will be.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yep. Whoever wants to drive in, we're not going to push anybody away. They're going to lift in the mornings. They're going to be on the turf. They're going to do 7-on-7s. It's just if you want to live on campus, freshmen have to take a class. Upperclassmen don't. Last chances on summer. Okay, I'll move on here. Fall schedule. You'll see our fall schedule in there. It's 100% set. We're on the road a lot early on. Move-in dates. What did you have it on there? Move-in dates for fall camp is August 9th. So whether you come to summer or not, that's the first mandatory day. Is August 9th. We're moving in. August 10th we have a compliance. I think the 9th is a Friday. 10th is a compliance meeting. 11th is the first day of practice. understand this, when they're in camp, they're in camp. We only get 2 weeks with them. It's football, sunrise to sunset. Used to be when I played 3 months, 3 days. We get them for 2 weeks of 1 days. Starting on the 9th, it's all football at that point. But that is official. That they'll be moving into their normal dorms. One more real quick thing about summer. They're moving into a place that is available by the college. They're not moving into where they're moving in the fall. So they're gonna bring their bare essentials up. Some Gatorade, some water, some workout clothes, cleats, that's about it. They're not bringing their TV, fridge, big old bed. That's later moving. Questions about fall schedule, at least the movement part of it. We are in the process of getting hotels for away trips as a team. I am 100% for you guys, family, staying in the same hotel as us. Understand this, I'm pretty serious, locked in guy when it comes to when we're on the road, how we act, how we do it. And I know you feel the same. But one thing that can't happen is Johnny can't go to dinner with you. He's eating with the team. Johnny has to go to the meeting. He can't go to the mall with you. I'm not calling you out, I understand it. That's come up before, right? Hey, please come join, be with them. But we're gonna have them, most of the time I keep them busy on the road. We're not having a bunch of free time. Questions on that, but we do get special rates. I get it, you wanna be there with your kid, I'm all for it. I can give you our schedule once we have that set in stone. Anything else about fall? Okay. I gotta hit this is mainly for freshmen, but it's upperclassmen too, is I try to work with your sons, your grandsons, I try to work with the men. Meaning, if they're struggling with football, I want them to come talk to you about it. If they're struggling academically, it's really hard, but I want them to say, Coach, I need help. If they're struggling socially, if they're homesick, part of maturing, in my opinion, I'm a father of 3 daughters, is coming to that coach's office, as uncomfortable it is, maybe it's a position coach, or maybe it's me, or maybe it's both. So my point to you is this, you all have my cell phone number, and I will pick up the phone when you call me. But the kids that tend to make it, which is in this program, 99%, find a way to work it out with the staff. I try to teach them, be like my son, or a young man, or a pro. There's tough times, there's good times, so I just have to say that verbally to you. I'm not gonna call you, if he misses a class, I'm not gonna call you first. If you wanna know his grades, he can show you his grades. Please don't ask me his grades, the first thing I'm gonna say is, ask your son. He's saying how football, where are you on the depth chart? I'm 4th on the depth chart. Please don't call me and say, why is my son 4th on the depth chart? Maybe ask him, or have you talked to coach? Those are just some examples of trying to build maturity and build a championship team. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope that's not too straightforward or anything like that. I'm just trying to set the standard of, if you want to call me, please, I will talk, but the first thing I'm going to ask you is have you talk to your son. Good on that? Thank you so much. How can I get involved? Let's talk about some fun stuff, all right? How can I get involved? There's a Facebook group, all right? Catawba College Football Parents. I recommend you get on there. If nothing else, just to share pictures, talk about upcoming events, that's how I talked about this meeting, is on that page, Facebook Parents group. We talked about the Golf Outing Chiefs Club, Tailgate America. I'm all for, if you guys want to, we don't have like a parents club, like a high school parents club, but I'm all for, if anybody wants to set up food, drinks, pre-practice, post-practice, meals, games, now our guys eat well, we take care of them. But if there's something you want to do additionally, please don't even ask me, just do it. Just do it. Now, if we're going on the road, please don't give them a bag of gummy bears and 10 chocolate chip cookies. I mean, so, I might question that, but my point is, please help your guys, your family, your son, all our sons as much as you can. I'm never going to say no. I'm never going to say no to any of that. Please don't even ask. Just organize it and do it if it's for the guys. Questions on that? Awesome. Thursday night coaches show in season. Has anybody listened to our coaches show on Thursday nights? Got it. So we have, I don't know why I recruited you. We have a little bit of NIL money, which means I have some money I can give the guys. All right. What we do is we do it through our coaches show, and if I invite them to come speak, usually it's the guys that played really well that week. They get to speak on a live radio show. Families, please come out if you're in Salisbury. Again, I know some people are out of state and that kind of stuff. But if you're around Salisbury Thursday night at City Tavern, it's a great event. They're speaking live, great food, great drinks. It's a great time. And the guys that are up there speaking about Catawba football are getting paid a little bit of money to speak. So Thursday night coaches show, it's live streamed. It's on the radio. So find a way to get on that. That's every Thursday night in the fall. So that's another opportunity for you just to have a pulse of what's going on in the program. So questions about that? Okay. Forms. There's a packet full of forms here. The forms are never going to stop. right? There's admissions you gotta do, there's final transcripts you gotta do, there's a physical that you gotta take at a certain time on a certain form, there's sickle cell that you have to do, there's NCA forms on the compliance end of things you have to do. Just follow this. This is our best ability, freshman big packet, to get you through all that. I'm not gonna bore you with it all, but I'll say this. If you don't do anything, you just show up, you start missing practices because this stuff takes time to process. You come in here without a physical or without a sickle cell, or you're not cleared through the NCA, you can't practice. And now where are you at on the depth chart? And now why are you struggling? And now what, just start fast on this stuff is why we did it. I'm gonna turn it over to you. What kind of questions do we have about anything? Nothing is off limits. I want you to feel good about this thing.